Bedroom, Society of Silence, Act 1, Prelude, the first choice. They were not bound, they were not forced, they were simply told, sit, see nothing, and choose. By freshmen, white tank tops, red shorts, bare feet against cold stone. They sat quietly in separate rooms. Blindfolds rested in their laps. In front of each, a small folded piece of paper. The light was soft red. Nothing else existed but the air, the stillness, and the question behind the silence. Each boy opened his paper. Each boy read the same line. Rules of the Red Broom Society. 1. You will not speak of this night. 2. You will not see who touches you. 3. You may say no. 4. If you stay, you commit. 5. In 4 years, if you survive and are chosen again, you will take the other chair. Some trembled. One breathed too fast. One mouthed the rules to himself again and again like a prayer. One reached out into the darkness, not blindly, but curiously. And one boy, only one smiled. Not wide, not proud, just enough to suggest he wasn't afraid. They did not stand. They tied the blindfolds themselves. They had chosen. The myth. They said it didn't exist, not officially, not in school's records, not in the blueprints, not even in the memories of the staff who are trained, or maybe paid, to forget. It was a myth that drifted through whispered conversations, in locked bathrooms and after parties, between bites of stolen kisses and breast laced with alcohol. The Red Room. Not many knew, but they were stories, and though no one believed them, the whispers persisted. The stories weren't the kind you laughed at. They were the kind you didn't repeat out loud. But to the chosen ones, they knew what it meant. It meant that when your final year came, and if your name was on the list, a list no one ever saw, yet everyone feared, you would be summoned. No one knew who made the list, only that it arrived sealed in red wax. No sender, no name, just a mark, a single eye, open and watching. You entered at midnight, alone. You stayed 5 hours. When you came out, you were either different, or you never came out at all. The hallway. 10 doors, 5 left, 5 right. Velvet-lined walls, silence that soaked into skin. At the far end, a full-length mirror. Seamless, still. 5 seniors stood in a line, barefoot, dressed in black slacks and white undershirts, holding silver cards with Roman numerals engraved on them. Leo, sharp as sculpture, dark eyes that devoured praise. His calm was not peace, it was patience. Min, small-framed, hesitant. A faint scar ran beneath his left eye, not quite healed, not quite hidden. Yuki Tanaka, unblinking, unmoving, a stillness that felt less like silence and more like watching. Ethan Rise, easy smile that never reached the eyes. One hand always flexing, always needing to do something. June Park, quiet, observant, sketchbook cradle like it held his breath, ice too intelligent to be ignored. Only Ethan and June made eye contact. Leo glanced at Ethan, a beat too long, then away. Min looked down at his shoes. Yuki didn't look anywhere. The mirror began to hum, and the doors clicked open. Room 1, Leo. Leo stepped into the red velvet darkness, like a prince returning to a throne he never abdicated. The room was flawless. To the left, a velvet sofa. To the right, a crystal tray of unlabeled liquor bottles, their amber liquid catching the low light. Next to them, 3 glass trays of pills. Leo didn't need any of it, not tonight. He walked forwards, hands behind his back, expression unreadable. The boy sat blindfolded, thighs parted slightly, white tank topped over his chest, red short snug, hands resting obediently on his knees. The boy flinched. Leo smiled. "Good," he whispered. "You're scared." The boy didn't pull away. Leo didn't ask what the boy wanted. He showed him. Room 2. Ethan. The door shut behind him like it sealed off oxygen. Ethan exhaled hard, scanned the room, red, still, soft. His eyes fell on the boy. Not tight, not panicking, not even pretending to resist. Just seated, calm. His eyes found the ink, a black snake tattoo wrapped tight around the boy's upper arm. It shimmered like oil, looked like it might move if you stared long enough. Ethan crouched, leaned in, licked it. The boy didn't react. "You enjoying this?" Nothing. No sound. Ethan froze. "You like this?" The boy shifted. Only a little, but enough. And that turned him on. Room 3. Yuki. Yuki entered like a ghost given shape. The boy sat in the chair, still waiting. Yuki circled once, knelt in front of him, spoke softly. "You're beautiful. That won't protect you." Then he sat cross-legged on the floor and watched. He didn't blink. Room 4. Min. Min's finger brushed the scar under his eye as he stepped inside. The boy was blindfolded, unmoving. But then, a hand reached down, not pleading, just offered. Min stared at it. "You want me?" The hand didn't pull back. Min lowered himself, knelt, pressed his forehead gently against the boy's chest. "Maybe this time, it won't break me." He didn't move again. Room 5. June. June didn't speak. He moved in slow, deliberate arcs, circling the boy once, then again. On the third pass, he stopped directly behind him, not touching, just listening. The shallow breath, the slight hitch in the throat, the effort to seem unaffected. He sat on the floor, sketchbook in hand. Observe first, break later. The pencil slid softly across the paper, catching the tilt of the head, the twist of the shoulder blade, the glint of sweat on skin. He spoke. "Don't talk." Not a warning, not a rule, just structure. He stood, walked forward, placed his fingers at the hem of the boy's shirt and lifted it slowly. Each inch revealed a line he would later draw. The curve of the ribs. The light hollowed it. The boy shivered, not violently, just enough to register. June folded the shirt neatly and set it beside the chair. "No shame in being seen," he murmured. "Only in hiding something I already know." The boy was aroused. He didn't know why yet. That was what made it beautiful. June watched. Not as a man watching another man, not even like an artist sketching a body. He watched like the sea watches a storm, calm but endless beneath. His pencil moved quickly, line after line, breath after breath. Stop. The boy froze, shaking. June stood, closed his sketchbook, stepped close. "You're not doing this for me," he whispered. "You're doing this because of me." His voice, soft, silk, against a knife. He kissed the edge of the blindfold just once. You may finish next time. Then left him, trembling, leaking, unsatisfied, exactly how June liked them. 12:30. The chime sounded, soft and echoing. Each senior left their room. The door sealed shut behind them with the soft finality of confession ending. Then click. Hidden seams in the walls opened silently, and the cleaners stepped in. 10 of them, sophomores and juniors, barefoot, masked, dressed in crimson linen robes. No words, no names, no eye contact. Each emerged from an invisible panel behind the freshman's chair, a door that only opens once the seniors are gone. They moved like ritual dancers, each one assigned to a boy, removing blindfolds momentarily to wipe sweat from brows, replacing garments with fresh versions, applying cooling oils to reddened skin, adjusting lighting, repositioning restraints, fluffing the velvet. Only one cleaner whispered, "Next year, you'll wear the gloves." And then the doors sealed again. No trace left. The room perfect once more. The hallway. 5 seniors waited in silence, now barefoot in cold air, shirts slightly wrinkled, eyes reading more than they said. The mirror stood still. Yuki was the first to lean against the wall. He hadn't spoken since they arrived. June sat cross-legged on the floor, flipping through his sketchbook. But he wasn't drawing. Leo catching the reflection of Ethan in the mirror. Ethan didn't look away. Finally, it was Min who broke the silence. Yeah, it was good. 4 pairs of eyes turned towards him. He licked his lips low, like tasting something old on his tongue. June looked up. Ethan raised an eyebrow. You mean, Leo began. Min nodded just once. Freshman year. I said yes. I stayed. I didn't even know I liked it. Until I couldn't stop. His voice didn't crack, but something in his gaze, something inside the scar under his eye, said he wasn't bragging. He was remembering. Min's flashback. He knelt in the chair, not yet scared. The blindfolded itched. The air was too warm. He didn't expect to wanting anything. He thought he'd flinch, maybe cry, maybe run. But the boy who entered had touched him softly. Hands on his hips, breath in his ear. You'll forget everything, but the heat. Min remembered nodding. He remembered being guided down. He bit his fist. Don't stop, he said. It was the first time he ever felt chosen. The other said nothing. Yuki looked at him, not with judgment, just stillness. Ethan broke the silence. So, you're the one who's done this before? Min chuckled, bitter. Didn't make it easier, just made it worse. He stood up. Wanting it doesn't mean you're ready for it. He turned to face the mirror. Inside it, for just a second, his reflection was smiling. But Min wasn't. The others lingered near the far wall. Min was silent again. Leo sat stretching his neck. Ethan stepped aside. June followed. Not with footsteps, just presence. Suddenly beside him. Ethan didn't turn. He stared at the closed door he knew he walked through again in minutes. You watched me when we walked out, he said. June said nothing. You think I don't know that look? Still silence. Ethan exhaled sharp. Wasn't like I enjoyed it. He wasn't even reacting. So what? You're judging me now? June's expression didn't change, but something in his posture shifted, like a held breath. I didn't judge you, he said. I remembered you, Ethan blinked. What the hell does that mean? June stepped closer. Their arms brushed. Their chest almost touched. It means I remember who you are before this place, and I'm trying to figure out who you'll be when it's over. Ethan's jaw clenched. If I'm still here, you mean? A beat. You think I won't make it? June didn't answer. The silence, longer than comfort, shorter than mercy, said everything. Ethan swallowed, laughed once loud. Guess we'll see. June nodded and whispered, I hope I'm wrong. Then the mirror hummed.